Hello everybody and welcome to another video. As you can see ahead of me, today we are about to try some classic British snacks and sweets. Now if you don't know who we are, my name is Brandon, I am Canadian.
And I'm Anja and I'm from Germany. And you might know that we actually went to the UK recently for a visit and we tried some British classic food and some Greggs. If you haven't seen those videos, you should definitely go back and watch them. When we returned, of course, we flew with Ryanair or something, so we couldn't take a bunch of snacks. So these were actually ordered on the British Corner Shop website. It might be a weird selection. There might not be some items that you think, of course, foreigners should try. If this video does well, then we'll do another one when we're back in the UK, which will happen maybe very soon.
So to make this a bit easier on ourselves, we decided to break everything down into 6 different categories. So the first category we decided to make was tea and biscuits. The second category, crisps and savory snacks. Number 3 was spreads. Number 4 is drink, singular, because we only have one. Number 5 is chocolate and sweets. And number 6 is Christmas. Of course, you have to make sure to stick around till the end because we actually bought ourselves a Christmas pudding and we are going to attempt to light it on fire, as is tradition. I don't know, maybe we'll burn the house down and, well... Maybe we'll die. Maybe we'll die, so stay tuned.
So don't miss that.
Stay tuned to find out. Although, I guess this video would never air otherwise, but make sure you stick around for that. Now time to start off with this taste test. We were extremely excited to try all these different things. And of course, as I said, the first category is tea and biscuits. And we decided to get toast and jam tea. And I have to tell you right now, it smells like
it smells
jam.
So strong.
It smells like strawberry jam.
It smells delicious.
Cheers. And we did not put any milk in this. We were drinking this straight up.
It's so hot. It doesn't actually taste like jam. I don't know. I read in the reviews that it actually tastes like jam, but it just tastes like black tea, I feel like. Yeah,
I feel like the smell is much stronger than the actual taste.
It's hot though.
It's still really good, but I wouldn't say it's a very strong, jammy flavor.
It's really like a nice scent when you drink it. Like.
Yeah, but of course, when you drink tea, you have to eat biscuits, right? Is that what people do in the UK? I don't know.
I think so. So I think we're gonna try and start with these wafers. I know this brand is Scottish because I lived in Scotland in the past for 5 years. I only tried the regular ones, not the ones with coconut. So yeah, let's try. These are Tunnock's caramel log.
We've got this big package that comes with 8.
Well, we got big packages of a lot of things, so we better like everything because we'll have to eat.
This is what they look like on their own. I already made a mess. It's flaking everywhere, but...
There's loads of coconut on the outside, it's chocolate. Let's try. It smells like chocolate. This is a good wafer. It's very, very, very coconutty. Which is kind of weird because I don't really associate the UK with coconut flavor. I don't know.
It has a nice little chew to it.
These are chewy, not like other wafers.
Yeah. I mean, I like coconut, but like if I was going to choose a flavor for like chocolate or whatever, I wouldn't typically choose coconut, even though I still do like coconut. Yeah, I like the chew to it. I think that's what makes it special compared to a normal wafer. Yeah. I feel like a lot of wafers have like kind of a stale taste, but the chew to this makes it like a little bit nicer. Pretty good. Let's go for this Tunnock's. Wait.
It's the same brand.
Oh, it's the same brand. I just noticed that now.
Never tried those before.
We were watching actually a Beard Meets Food video, and he said that you don't necessarily need to even have these with tea, but we decided why not. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe he's full of shit. I don't know.
Because it's called tea cakes.
It is called tea cakes.
Do you eat those with tea or not?
I mean, you can let us know.
Yeah, I think they're marshmallow inside.
Very soft. I wasn't expecting that. So what, they have like a little cookie bottom or something?
I think so, yeah.
We have something like this in Canada,
yeah,
actually,
I think they're like the foam kisses you get in Germany.
Okay, let's try it out. Oh. That is not what I expected.
I thought the biscuit would be harder. It's very soft.
I was not expecting this kind of marshmallow at all. I was kind of expecting that like fake peanut candies or whatever. There's weird ones that are like kind of styrofoamy, but this is more like marshmallow fluff. It's really sticky and not really exactly.
It really falls apart. Like in the German ones, the chocolate is a lot harder, but these ones are better than the German ones because there's a biscuit. And in Germany, we just have this like weird wafer, like stale wafer at the bottom. Yeah. So these ones are better.
Yeah, these are definitely better than I thought they were gonna be. I like these better than the first one, actually.
No.
What?
The first one's better, yeah.
Really?
These ones are better, I think.
I don't know.
Then you can eat those and I eat those.
Definitely, out of all the biscuit category, this is the thing that we were by far the most excited for. If you haven't seen our video in Nottingham, we actually tried sticky toffee pudding previously, and this is a sticky toffee pudding hobnob. What is the? I don't really know.
Digestive is the other brand, and This is Hobnobs. I don't know. Which one do you like more? Which one's, are you team digestive or team Hobnobs? I don't know. I've tried Hobnobs, but not this flavor.
I don't know anything about these, so maybe let me know in the comments. We actually do have digestives in Canada, and I did grow up with them, and I think they're the exact same as the ones that are from the UK, but... Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a filling. I don't think so. So I don't know how they're actually going to taste like sticky toffee pudding.
So what, the back of it is like an oatmeal cookie almost.
Yeah.
I don't think this is quite what I was expecting, but yeah, I don't know how it will taste like sticky toffee pudding either. Let's try it out.
Cheers. Mmm.
Mm.
It does taste very like toffee.
Mm-hmm. It does have that caramelly toffee undertone, but then it also kind of tastes like an oatmeal cookie covered in chocolate. Yeah, these are my favorite
really
so
good.
far. Yeah, these are definitely my favorite so far. I do think you do need tea or something like that with them because the oatmeal does make it a little bit dry.
No.
Then you have the chocolate that coats your mouth and that helps. But yeah, best one so far.
British people know how to make biscuits, I guess. The next category we're going to try is crisps and savory snacks. We couldn't actually order Monster Munch. I know most people are going to say that we probably should have tried that. We had a limited selection, yes. Let's try with Cravers first. I apologize in advance for all the crinkle. I think these ones are cheese flavored potato snacks. And I definitely remember those. We have 12 bags of these, so.
So Walker's is basically the same company as Lay's in America, I guess, in Canada, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because the logo's the same, but the flavors are definitely different.
My friend said these smell like stinky feet. I don't really think it's that bad. It smells good.
It's just because she has stinky feet, so she's used to it.
Smells like her feet. Okay.
Let's see.
They're really airy.
Yeah, they're not what I was expecting. Is
No, me either.
this potato? What is
It
this?
says potato snacks.
Really? Interesting. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, good. They remind me of those bears.
In Germany?
Yeah, but the bears are not cheesy. Yeah, you can get them in other countries too.
What are they called? I don't remember the name. Maybe we can put it up on the screen, but...
Plum bears, I think.
Totally. It's like a puffed potato snack, I guess. It doesn't even taste like a potato chip. I guess it does have a little bit of a potato flavor.
It's good. I can definitely eat 12 bags of those, so
yeah.
It's all good.
I wish that the flavor was a little bit more strong, though.
I know. They're actually a lot less...
Feedy?
Feedy, yeah. I expected... No, but I expected them to be really pungent because that's what my friend said and she was wrong.
Yeah, pretty good, though. All right, what are we going to try next? Twiglets?
Yes. I've never had those.
Yeah. Anja said before, she's lived in the UK, she's tried a lot of these things. I've only tried maybe 2 things from this entire list, and I think there's like 16 things we're trying or something. Maybe 12. Ooh, they smell definitely different. What is this?
They're supposed to
Yeasty?
kind of, yeah, they have like yeast something on it. People say they kind of taste like Marmite, which we're going to try later. So maybe this is like a good introduction to Marmite.
I'm not gonna lie, they smell a little bit like dog food. Don't they? Like dry kibble.
I think they smell good, maybe. I think
well, she likes to eat dog food, so it's fine.
I like to smell it.
I'm excited for these anyway. Yeah, they are a little bit sticky.
They're kind of bitter though, yeah.
Why are they so bitter? It tastes like burnt almost.
I wish they didn't have that bitter taste. I feel like you put them in your mouth and you're like, like that's good, but then there's like a bitter taste. They're still okay.
But I kind of like burnt things. Like she probably knows I like
yeah,
burnt popcorn a little bit and stuff like that.
It tastes like somebody burned something and didn't scrape.
Yeah, like when you burn your toast a little
yeah.
bit and then you don't scrape it out. But I like that stuff. Apparently they're also high in fiber and they are baked, not fried. So maybe it's healthier.
So pretty healthy, huh?
Crisps. Yeah, yeah, sure, super healthy.
And the final one, I basically just got those because that's what they had. They're from Marks and Spencer's, which is obviously everyone knows Marks and Spencer's in the UK. Hand-cooked matured cheddar and spring onion crisps. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be amazing. They don't smell that strong.
I don't know about that. They don't smell pretty strong to me.
Maybe I have COVID or something.
So I definitely prefer like kettle cooked and baked kind of
Yeah, I tried
chips.
to get kettle once, but they didn't have any good flavors.
Yeah, and these are somewhat like that. They're like almost in between. Let's try them.
Yeah, they are definitely high quality, like thick.
That's why I thought they were like kettle cooked or whatever. They say hand cooked, whatever that means. They are a little bit thicker. They have a more of a snap bite to them. And I think that the The cheese and onion flavor is pretty strong. They remind me of sour cream and onion chips in Canada. That's the closest flavor that I could compare them to. Although, obviously, no sour cream, but yeah, pretty delicious. We've now moved on to the spreads category. Now, we only have 2 spreads. We have Marmite, which of course is a classic. I would say it's a very, controversial kind of snack. You either love it or hate it. And then we also have Branston's. Is it Branston? Branston. Some sort of pickled spread. Anyways, so
I guess know what you do with this.
We're gonna start with the Marmite. Actually, we're told by a couple people to make sure that you only use a very light spread. So we tried that.
I don't know if I put too much.
I know, I feel like you put a little bit too much, but I don't know what a light spread is. Now, we've never had Marmite before, but we've had Vegemite in Australia.
Yeah, but I don't even remember.
Me either. I don't even remember if we liked it or not. I don't know the differences between this and Vegemite, but...
Let's see if this tastes like the Twiglets.
Yeah, let's see.
I do think this was too much already.
Yeah, it's very, very
so
salty.
Weird. I don't really understand why people like this. Like, why? I would never put this on my toast for breakfast and just eat it. I don't know.
I don't think it's bad. I do think you put on maybe a little bit too much. I just don't know that I would ever...
sour, too.
I don't know if I'd ever eat it on its own. Like, I would maybe put this on toast and then maybe have like an egg on top or something like that.
It was really hard to spread. It was kind of like glue.
Yeah, it was,
like,
it was very sticky.
Yeah, it was hard to even make it like small amount.
Yeah, maybe we did this wrong. You'll see the footage. Let us know in the comments if Anja put on a bit too much, but I don't think it's terrible. I just don't think
it's bitter too. Like, I think the Twiglets, they do taste like this.
Yeah, not our favorite, that's for sure.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like it though.
Let's try this Branston small chunk pickle. It smells very good. Very pickly.
I do think this.
Look at, it's got all these little chunks.
Yeah, this one's chunky.
Is it always like this?
No, they have another version. I'm smelling this and I feel like I know exactly what this tastes like because I totally remember like cheese and sandwiches with cheese in this, like from Boots or something, I think. So,
I mean, they always have chutneys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just smells like an onion chutney, but let's try it out.
So strong though. Delicious. Yeah, this is good. I would definitely put this on my breakfast sandwich with cheese and yeah.
Yeah, this is much more my thing than the Marmite. It's weird. I wasn't expecting it to be so chunky. It's like these little cube pieces. I guess you said what? There's like carrots in it and onion and all these other things.
It looks like carrots. I don't know what's on it in it.
Yeah.
But I like the chunks. I almost can't imagine a different version.
I don't know if we put too much of this on either, but it's delicious like this. I would 100% use this on my breakfast sandwiches as well.
So we have one drink, which is Ribena. I know that Ribena is super popular. I think I've had it in the past, but this one is a sparkling version. I've never had that before, never even knew that existed. It says new taste, so I don't know if it's new. And it's blackcurrant flavor. And blackcurrant, I guess, is super British. I said before in a different video. Ooh, this can explode. Let's try.
I actually thought that this was like one of those syrups that you mix into a drink. When you told me it was just a normal drink, I was surprised.
Super sweet. Because it's blackcurrant, it kind of reminds me of healthy candy, like from the dentist store.
I don't know about that, but I love blackcurrant flavor. We are now on to the chocolates and sweets category. We actually only have one type of sweet. So first thing we're gonna try are these Terry's chocolate orange minis. Believe it or not, there's a lot of similar sweets in Canada as in the UK. A lot of the things that I actually grew up with thinking were maybe Canadian are actually British, especially Cadbury. Cadbury is a very popular brand in Canada. I guess like Crunchy bars and stuff are from the UK. There's a few others. And also this, Terry's chocolate oranges. I grew up with these. My mom actually would always put one in our stocking at Christmas time. So I would like to know, is that a thing in the UK too? Do your mom and dad put a Terry's chocolate orange in your stocking for Christmas, or is it just a thing in my family? I don't know. So I'm excited for this. It's been a long time. It essentially looks like a mini version of a Terry's chocolate orange slice. They actually look like little orange slices, as you can see. So let's try it. See, this tastes like childhood to me.
This tastes like Jaffa cakes, which I've had before, and they're delicious.
I've never had a Jaffa cake, but...
What?
No, but yeah, this is really good. As I said, very nostalgic for me. It tastes exactly how I remember. It's probably been like 10 years since I've had one, but Yeah, I actually really like this.
It's so weird, like, because orange and chocolate together, I feel like, is pretty popular in the UK. Not in Germany, I don't think.
I really enjoy that.
Let's try these. Turkish Delight. I've had those before. I don't think they're very good. I don't think anyone thinks they're very good. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if you like these. When I lived in UK, I never had Turkish Delight before. I thought this was Turkish Delight. And I wonder if many British people think this is actually Turkish Delight, because it's not. Once I had Turkish Delight in Turkey and in
Cyprus,
yeah, the Turkish side of Cyprus, I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, this is Turkish Delight, it's delicious. But who knows, maybe now I like this. Let's see.
I think we should just open one, because honestly, I don't think we're gonna like it.
You better like it, because we have 3. Can we maybe break this apart? It's like gummy stuff.
So
it's pink.
Again, we also have this in Canada, but in Canada it's called a Big Turk bar.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different brand. So.
Yeah, I would never buy this either, but I think it looks the exact same. So. It does have that.
It's very perfumey.
Floral, perfumey taste that a lot of Turkish Delight does have.
But it's in a bad way, I feel like.
but worse. Definitely not my favorite. What is this like? Is it like rose? Is there like rose flavor in it?
I think that's why it's pink.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, rose is a very popular Turkish Delight flavor, but Turkish Delight itself is much different. It's like softer. It has like this almost like powdery sugar outside. Yeah, it's a lot better than this. I would never choose this.
I just don't like the consistency. It's like almost like a softer gummy bear in chocolate, and I just feel like that doesn't work.
I actually surprisingly don't mind the rose though. But
well, you can. It's all yours. You can have it.
All right, let's move on. All right, next we are going to try a mint twirl. So I'm assuming mint is not the original flavor. I've never had a twirl before. It looks kind of like an Aero bar with like the bubbles inside.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
I think they have a flake one as well, and that looks kind of similar. But yeah, I think it's kind of airy. I don't know. Saw this is limited edition, so. Oh, cool.
Why not?
And mint chocolate is normally quite nice.
Let's just split one of these. Here. I can finish this whole thing out. Oh, you're already hit with the mint.
Yeah, like after 8.
Yeah.
No.
I like it. What do you mean? It probably tastes like an after 8 or something.
I mean, it's okay, but I don't like the consistency again. It's like really powdery.
Well, you in general don't really like Cadbury chocolate as much, but I love Cadbury. I grew up with it. Again, nostalgic flavor, nostalgic taste for me.
It's maybe controversial, but I don't think Cadbury is like the best chocolate in the world.
Maybe not the world, but I like it.
Milk is better. Somebody said it tastes like toothpaste, and I get why.
I like it.
It's okay. I also think this needs to go in the fridge. I'm like a chocolate in the fridge kind of person.
Yeah, she is.
The next thing we're gonna try is the double-decker Cadbury bar. We got that at the British store here in Budapest, and they had loads of different things like chocolates and cereals and tea and
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. If you live in Budapest and you're British and you're missing snacks, you should go there. I don't remember having this.
I remember because I think this is one of my favorite bars in the UK. Of all the things we've tried today, the only things I've ever tried are this and the Terry's.
Ooh.
What? It's nougat. Yeah. So this has like nougat and then kind of like those little rice kind of crispy things that you find in like a crunch bar in Canada. Oh yeah. So let's try it. I love it.
That nougat is really good. I think it's better than in like a Snickers or a Mars bar. It's really thick.
Really thick, really sticky, sticks to the roof of your mouth. As I said, without a doubt, of all the UK chocolate bars that I've ever remember trying, this is one of my favorites. I wish that we actually had these in Canada, but we don't, unfortunately. But whenever I go to the UK, I love getting one of these.
I think those Crispies could be replaced for something better though.
No, they're delicious. I love the contrast of the crispy and then the really sticky nougat. Yeah, really, really good. So the final and only, I guess, gummy kind of candy sweet we have are these, what, fruit pastels?
Fruit pastels, yeah.
Fruit
I used to
pastels?
love those.
Never had these.
I haven't had them in, I don't know, 12 years or something like that.
What flavors do they come in?
I don't know if it's flavors, I guess, yeah.
What do you mean? There's like
I think they're kind of like wine gums with sugar on the outside,
okay.
but maybe not, I don't know.
It looks like there's like an orange one, a purple one, yellow. I'm gonna try the purple.
They're vegan apparently.
Yeah, which is weird because a lot of gummies are not vegan because they contain
they're very
gelatin,
squishy.
which is not vegan.
They're not like wine gums. It's funny because I used to eat them all the time, but when you don't eat something for 12 years, you don't remember anything. They're good.
I mean, they're pretty much just a typical gummy candy. They're a little bit chewy. They're sweet.
They're really chewy though.
Yeah, I like these, but I'm a big fan of gummy sweets covered in sugar. So
they're a bit sour.
I don't know about sour. These are good. I would buy these again for sure. I wish that we had a bigger selection of gummy kind of candies because I don't think I've really tried many gummy sweets in the UK. But that just means that in the future video we'll have to buy a couple more. So definitely suggestions, gummy candies, other chocolate bars, and of course anything that you think that we need to try next time. Let us know in the comments, please.
So now we made it to the finale of a video, not quite yet, but we do have a couple Christmas items. I know Christmas is over, but I felt like we had to get some mince pies and a Christmas pudding, especially because today is New Year's Eve and it's not quite over. I had the mince pies in the past and I didn't like it. I also think it's one of those things that maybe nobody really likes, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember having them in the staff room at my work and somebody just brought in a box and we just ate it straight from the box and I didn't like it like that. And then I looked up online how people eat them and lots of people said that you heat the pies up and you put cream or custard and that sounds way better. So I heated one up. I have some custard. I also have some cream. I don't know if that just means that you basically cover the thing up, but let's...
I would like to try it straight up first though, right?
First?
Yeah, I mean I want to try it without anything first.
Okay, then this is warmed up though.
So I was curious where they got their name, mince pie, so I had to Google it. And apparently they did used to include minced meat inside with the fruits and preservatives. And apparently this is from like the Middle Ages. They've obviously changed since then, but let's try it on its own and see.
It smells quite good.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad.
It's good.
There's raisins in there. Maybe that's why some people don't like it.
I know. I don't know. A lot of people don't like raisins. I like raisins. This is delicious. A little bit doughy still. I thought that it would be like dry and crusty, but...
Maybe I overheated them too. I don't know. They became really mushy, but it's really
nice
good.
that way.
I'm gonna put some cream.
Alright, I'll try with the whipped cream and you try with custard. Of course, it's even better with whipped cream. Honestly, I'm surprised that I like these. They don't even sound bad on paper, but everybody says they don't like them. And maybe that is because most people just eat them out of the box cold. I'm gonna dip in the custard.
Still custard. It's vanilla sauce, basically. I don't know. Couldn't find what call it custard.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Is it?
Although the vanilla sauce is pretty sweet, that custard is pretty sweet. I don't know.
Yeah, the crust of this is really good. Like it's kind of like a shortbread or something. I like it. I didn't think this. Like,
yeah, I feel like even on its own, it's good. Now it's time for the finale.
Yep. Now we're gonna try and heat this up and set it on fire. So
let's hope we don't kill ourselves.
Let's see what happens. So the way we're gonna do this is probably not how other people would do this. We watched a couple of videos, but we're trying to do this on the table, and I don't know. So we're using rum. I'm sure that's already completely wrong. I know you're supposed to use brandy, but...
It said you can use dark rum though.
Yeah, that's why we got it, but we couldn't really find dark British brandy. They have like a Hungarian brandy here, but it's not the same. So, okay, let's see if this works. We heated up the rum, and I'm gonna pour it on the spoon, and then he's gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna...
Let's try not to burn the house down. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Ready. So,
okay.
Do we heat it? Oh no, it's already...
Okay, let's try not to die. What? Let's try that again.
There, it's fire. That didn't work.
Take 553.
It's on fire.
It's on fire.
Huh. Okay, what do you do?
Alright, it worked this time. So
Do you let it burn?
I'm assuming that the first time we burned off too much of the alcohol. Maybe that's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Eventually the alcohol will burn off and it will stop. It's already stopping. I don't know how long it normally takes, but we just have a little bit of flame left on the plate. It looks like we didn't burn ourselves.
We're alive.
We didn't kill, so I guess you will know that because this video actually is out. We didn't burn the apartment down.
I guess we're
That's
experts.
great. I feel like this is really going to be really boozy because there's still a lot of rum left on the plate.
And it had alcohol already.
So this has raisins in it as well. What else does it have? Figs?
Yeah, it's like a fruit cake.
Okay.
Not that bad. Are we old people? Maybe this is a crime to put cream on it. I don't know.
It's not bad, but it's not
I think
great.
I like it more than the mince pies.
What? No. The mince pies are definitely better.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a grandma. I'm a British grandma.
Yeah, I guess we just turned into British old people. That is it for this video. We've finished with all these snacks. Took us a while. Failed a couple times with this, but overall, I think everything was pretty good.
Let us know what else we should try in the future. Hope you like this video. This is the first time we've done something like this, so a whole like...
It's kind of all over the place, but
it's a bit crazy.
yeah, maybe next time it'll be a little bit better.
But hopefully we'll do other videos like this in the future with snacks from other countries and more snacks from the UK.
Yeah, but we hope that everybody had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, that is it for now. We will see you all in the next one. Bye!
Bye.